NieR Replicant version 1.22474487139. And I had it pre-ordered and I just got into it, going at it completely blind. This video is of course my first impressions of the game on its launch, and keep in mind I have never played the original NieR, Gestalt, or Replicant, so getting to experience it in a beautiful remaster really is an eye-opener to me. It should also be mentioned that I have indeed played NieR Automata, which is the real reason why I wanted to play this game so bad, and I recently just completed that game once again. So this video is basically just going to be a review of NieR Replicant Remake. Of course, I'm going to be putting timestamps in the description below if you want to skip to any certain part to find something out about the game that I mentioned in this video. Now keep in mind I have not played the original NieR Replicant, like I've stated at the beginning, so I'm pretty much oblivious to the story. However, to sum it up, you play as a young man who is basically whatever you name him, and he's trying to take care of and protect his little sister Yona. Yona has fallen to some type of illness that we do not know what it is, but eventually she would fall victim to the Dark Scroll, which is a disease that is very deadly. However, through the use of Girmoie Weiss, our friend here may have another chance of being able to save Yona from her deadly disease. And that's basically the gist of it. Now, the gameplay of NieR Replicant is basically just like the original, I'd assume. However, it also resonates very closely to the NieR Automata, because it is a NieR game and this game did come first, and because of that reason, if you play the previous games, then this game won't feel very foreign to you. At the very beginning of the game teaches you all the necessary controls like combat and movement around the overworld. And as you keep progressing in the game will teach you everything you need to know as you progress through it. I should also mention that the artwork in this game for the remake is absolutely stunning. They absolutely nailed the visuals in this game and it looks beautiful. However, for all of its ups, it definitely has its downs, and I only really have two gripes right now in the review. And I'm just going to squeeze these in very quickly. The first gripe I have is certain cutscenes. The game seems to be out of sync with the text that's appearing on the screen. It only really happens within these cutscenes where it's panning over new areas that you look around.
And my only goal is to ensure that the two of us survive. It's not easy for a pair of kids to live on their own.
And I don't know if it's my PC, because my PC is average when I'm playing this. It's actually a little bit above average. And the fact that it's lagging as it's panning around to show you a new area, or just a massive frame drop, really seems awkward to me, especially since I have over the requirement that it needs to run NieR Replicant. But getting back to the gameplay is very stellar. The camera angles is very smooth, and you can adjust the camera brightness and graphic settings to your desires. There is indeed a filter. However, the filter is only a texture filter and doesn't give us any other different filters. Now for the combat. Combat is obviously a very important and vital to the game. Hell, the first time you're actually able to even play in the game, you're instantly thrown into a situation where you have to fight. And the game shows you the controls and lets you figure it out for yourself. However, it's not that difficult, and the combat in the game is very entertaining. I absolutely love it because I was a fan of NieR Automata and I knew Replicant was going to deliver, and delivered it did. Your primary combat functions are usually attacking with square, and then you can target a single enemy by pressing the R3, depending on of course what you're playing with. And then you can mess around with your L1, L2, R2, R1 buttons to allow use for Girmoie Weiss, and also your defend and dodge buttons. And you can doctor those around to however you want. Now to Girmoie Weiss. Girmoie Weiss is very entertaining. I absolutely love his accent and I love his character. I knew getting to this game I was going to like Girmoie Weiss right away, and he has not disappointed me in the slightest. There's a lot of emotion and character out of just one single face. And Girmoie Weiss isn't just a very important part to the story, but also to combat, as Girmoie Weiss allows for different tome abilities and magic that you can use against your enemies with the many different spells that he has. Girmoie Weiss is a fantastic member of the party, and he's also very versatile and entertaining.
I am Girmoie Weiss. My very name brings kingdoms to their knees.
Now the music. I knew NieR Replicant was not going to let me down. NieR Replicant has some absolute bangers, and the game's soundtrack slaps. However, what I really like about the music is how they take calm, relaxing music that you're used to in certain areas, and when danger lurks, they turn that music into a more serious battle theme, which I absolutely love about the NieR series when it comes to their music. Overall, I didn't want to make this video too long because this isn't a retrospective or really that much of a critique. I just want to make this video because NieR Replicant was a video game I really wanted to play as soon as it came out on day one, especially since I enjoyed Automata so much. And I'd like to thank all of you for watching till the very end. And leave the video a like if you did enjoy, and maybe even subscribe because I'm going to upload more NieR Replicant version, I'm not even going to say it, in the future. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all of you later. Ren Creates is out.